All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all sincerity and patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And I just wanted to do a follow-up to this video called Jacob's Trouble Will Not Be Peaches and Cream, which is a video done by Atazawam Gabar, that brother, and also the brother's video was uploaded by the South Carolina brother. And indeed, Jacob's trouble will not be peaches and cream. And I just wanted to do a follow-up to that. And, you know, the Holy Scriptures goes into strict detail on how our people will die in the future. And I'll also be going into the Apocrypha, Lord's Will. Okay? So let's start with the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 1. The word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. You know, there's some brothers in this truth that don't have kids, you know, and that is rather a blessing than a curse. Okay, because the last thing you would want is kids in this kingdom, especially after knowing what will befall the entire planet, especially America. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place. All right, as it is written, if the wicked be multiplied, it is for the sword. Now the wicked is talking about the 2/3 of our people, as well as Esau, Edom. And concerning their mothers that bare them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. Okay? In which, in this case, this land that we are dwelling in is America. Or according to the land wherever you brothers may be. Okay? They shall die of grievous deaths. Let's look up the word grievous. Okay? Let's go to Etymology Online. Go to the Etymology Dictionary. And let's look up the word grievous. And excuse my laptop for being slow. You know, Esau's messing with it. Hold on, did I spell grievous correct? Oh, Salakia, I forgot the I. My apologies. Was not paying attention there. Okay, let's look up the word grievous. Okay. Grievous. Oh, it's grievous. They shall die of grievous deaths. Okay. Grievous deaths. Okay, so this is the definition of grievous from the Etymology Dictionary. Woo! Heavy, large, weighty, hard, difficult. Think about that. They shall die of difficult deaths. So the deaths that our people is going to be going through, it's not going to be easy. The Most High is going to have our people die out slowly. Okay? When it's difficult for you to die, but you're going through so much pain, that's a grievous death. And I'll give you an example of a grievous death. A man who has a family, okay? He watched his wife get raped in front of him, and then his kids get put to death, okay? But he was left alive. So now he's depressed. His heart is aching, you know. Somebody might come in his house, blow his leg off, take his take the last remaining of his food away, keep him alive, you know, and you just still there, alive, nothing left, desolate. That's an example of a grievous death. Okay, starvation, dying from starvation. That's a grievous death. Okay. So the word grievous means heavy, large, weighty, hard, or difficult. So our people's going to be going through grievous deaths in the future. You know, some of our people's going to die from martial law. Some from newly created beasts. Some from the beasts of the field, the fowls of the air. Okay, robots manufactured by DARPA. Starvation. Some's going to die by torture. Think about that. Torture in concentration camps. Like they you know, when they show you that, like in movies like all of the Hostel movies, Saw movies, Spider-Hole. Hey, when someone is going through torture, you're not dying right away, man. You're going through some serious pain. Okay? Hey, the mind can only go through so much pain before before the spirit finally leaves the body. But guess what? Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai controls rather if your spirit leaves your body or not. And I remember, it might have been 6 or 7 years ago, when I was in this truth, you know, well, Lord's will, I'm still in the truth, but you know, when you know, it might have been about five or 6 years ago, you know, there was a video on Best Gore, okay? Because I used to watch videos on Best Gore, you know? And there was this scene where this guy, right, he tried to commit suicide by laying on the train track and having the train split him in half so he can bleed out. But guess what? He was still alive. And 20 minutes later, he was still crawling around. The other half of his body was on the other side of the train track. Meanwhile, his upper torso, where his arms and his head was at, was on the other side of the train track. And he was just crawling around using his arms and shit, still alive, ain't even dead. So that just goes to show you the power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The Most High controls whether if your spirit should leave his body or not. Okay? Just like people who die in their sleep. Okay? It's not that they died in their sleep. The Most High took the spirit out of their body while they were asleep. So 2/3 of our people is going to die of grievous deaths. Okay? And guess what? Your death is not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. The Most High is going to make sure you go through some serious pain before you die, man. And that's what Jeremiah 16:4 is talking about. 2/3 of our people is going to go through some serious pain before they die. So your death is not going to be an easy one. It's not like you're going to get shot in the head and die, you know. And we're talking about the time of Jacob's trouble. Because when the time of Jacob's trouble begins, death is going to reign over the whole world, man. I mean, shit, who knows? You might get shot in your head, and the Most High still keep your ass alive. You'll just be laying there on the ground, helpless, unable to do anything, until a eater robot, which eater robots, they refuel themselves off of human blood. So, hey, you might just be laying there, so an eater robot can just come along and just eat you away slowly. And there's nothing you can do about it except just lay there. You know, it says they shall not be lamented. Who's going to cry for the 2/3 of our people when hell break loose? Okay, here it is. There's a damn coronavirus going around, and niggas still buying Newports and smoking weed. I mean, and you would think, right? You would think if there's a virus going around, common sense would tell you to stop smoking. Hmm? One second, brothers. Well, never mind. Okay, it says, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. So you're just, there's going to be a lot of dead bodies in the streets, man, from martial law troops and newly created beasts killing off our people, man. And the beasts of the field killing off our people. Okay? And they shall be consumed with the sword. Okay? The modern day sword is the gun, and it's also these nuclear missiles. And by famine. Okay? Okay? To die of starvation is a terrible death, man. It's not easy to die from starvation. Literally, your stomach is literally eating away at you. And their carcasses shall be meat, food. Okay, what is a carcass? A carcass is basically an empty body. What is an empty body? A body without a spirit. So, even after your spirit leaves your body, guess what? The birds of the air is going to come down and feast on your dead corpse. Okay, and I'm talking about the dead corpse of the 2/3 of our people, because we are the true descendants of Jacob. We are the true Israelites of the Holy Scriptures, and like it tells you in the book of Amos, I believe the 3rd chapter. Okay, the Lord said that He have only known us of all the other families of the world. Therefore, He will punish us for our iniquities. So our people want to keep being proud and committing sin upon sin. Well, this is what's awaiting our people in the future, and also, the elect is going to have to go through Jacob's trouble too. But guess what? They're going to be delivered out of it. 2/3 of our people are not. It says, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, enter not into the house of mourning. Okay, don't, the Most High is basically saying, don't cry for these niggas. Because they don't cry for you when you die. It says, neither go lament nor bemoan them. For I have taken away my peace from this people. And the Most High have indeed taken away His peace from our people. It's not even the 4th of July yet, and our people is setting out fireworks. Okay? That's all I hear all fucking night is boom, 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 boom. All I hear is fireworks all night. So our people need death by pain, even loving kindness and mercy. So the Most High has taken away His loving kindness and mercy from the 2/3 of our people. Both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried. Who's going to have time to bury over 1 million dead bodies? Okay? Neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Yeah, a nigga ain't gonna have time to shave his head bald when there's no food in the land, now is there? Well, when there's gunshots flying everywhere, he gonna have time to shave himself bald. You're gonna be hiding with a shotgun in his head and a couple of milk duds in his pocket, hoping that martial law don't find him. Neither shall men tear themselves for them. Hey, so the Most High don't care about the 2/3 of our people. Okay, like he's basically saying, don't cry, don't shed a tear, don't feel bad for these niggas. Don't feel bad for them. And he said it multiple times in several different verses already. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning to comfort for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. Okay, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting right? Because 2/3 of our people are in the house of feasting right now. As a matter of fact, even as I speak, there's Jake is at the club right now, partying, trying to get big booty hoes and new clothes, and who knows? But that's Jake. The Most High is not in his thoughts. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is not in the thoughts of 2/3 of our people. They're too focused on partying and going to family feuds and amusement parks and beach water parks and going to the beach and shit. That's what their main focus is on. Going to Dave and Buster's and laser tag and having picnics and family time out. That's our people. So the Most High is going to judge them. Oh, beautiful, right? For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth. Yeah, the voice of mirth, right? Whenever Jake is partying, you hear a bunch of yelling and screaming and laughing and joy and everyone having a good time. People drinking martinis with the lemon and the glass and the strong shit. Most High is gonna make that. Well, he's already started doing that. He started doing that by using the coronavirus. Okay, that's why you don't really hear too much about Jake partying and shit. It's a fucking coronavirus out there. All the clubs are closed. Okay, the beach water parks are closed. Amusement parks are closed. The beaches are closed because the Most High is taking away the voice of mirth in this land. And the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom, right? Nigga love getting married to a woman that don't give a fuck about him, and the voice of the bride. So that's all I need to read there. Hold on. Let's go to hold on. Where's the Art Bible at? Bookmarks. Let me see that. Where is it at? My pocket. Oh, here we go. Second Esdras. Okay. So this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So now I'm going to scroll down. So let's see. It says, Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved, it shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. But only the elect believes. The elect, they're the only ones who believe. They're the only ones who's fighting, who's putting forth huge efforts to not commit sin, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Even though we commit sin every day, whether we know it or not, but we sin every day, not willfully. Okay. There's a lot of homosexuals out there amongst our nation. It's a sin to keep them alive. But guess what? We can't put them to death because then we go to jail, And the scriptures speak about harlots, adultery. You're supposed to put an adulterer and an adulteress to death. Can't do that in this society. So, but that's why we rehearse the righteous acts. We're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. We Lord's will, if we're the elect, we're going to be delivered by our works and by faith, whereby we have believed. But more importantly, you got to know the name of Yahweh and the name of Yahushua. The name of Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. It says, shall be preserved from the said perils. What are the said perils? Martial law, newly created beasts, monstrous apparitions, okay, the nuclear destruction, concentration camps, the race wars, civil wars, the beasts of the field, okay? And hell, who knows? You might even have to deal with murder hornets. You know, this devil's gonna come with all kind of shit. They got Terminator robots programmed to kill particular people, a particular nation of people. So those times are coming, man. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, who's the they? The 2/3 of our people, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. So it's not going to be an easy death for you, man. You're going to dwell in torments. I'm talking about the 2/3 of our people, okay? Hey, because, hey, the Most High has many ways to torture the people on this planet. The Most High can make you afraid to live in your own house. Literally. Most High can make you afraid to live in your own home, man. He'll plague your house with all kind of monstrous apparitions, like how they show you in some of those movies, man. Like The Grudge. What else? The Haunting on Salem. Okay, the Most High can make you afraid to live in your own house, man. Literally. Most High, he'll have your ass hearing sounds at night that'll creep you the fuck out, man. Make you afraid to leave your own bed and shit. Make you piss on yourself because you got to go to the bathroom so bad, but you don't want to go to the bathroom because you hearing all kind of growling and weird ass noises outside your room. Hey, Most High knows how to torment people, okay? You'll be hearing footsteps right above the ceiling of your room and shit. But you're the only one in your house. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Okay, such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. Oh man, especially the women of our nation, they gonna really get it. Okay, the 2/3 of the women of our nation is really gonna get it. Okay. Most High is going to have y'all dwell in torments. Okay, the women of our nation, well, I mean, what are they receiving? They're receiving food stamps, they get WIC, they on welfare, they get alimony, they get child support. Okay, I mean, the women of our nation, they just shit on the Israelite man. And they're going to regret it. Because when they really need the Israelite man is not going to be there for them. And guess what? The Lord's elect is not going to accept you hoes either, man. You're going to get kicked to the curb and you're going to be left to die. Like roadkill. Okay? And you're going to be left to die a grievous death. And they that have loathed my law, okay? Yeah, how do you loathe the Most High's laws? By not keeping them. Okay? How many times have the 2/3 of our people cooked on the Sabbath? How many times have the Sabbath is tomorrow, right? I guarantee you there's going to be 2/3 Negroes out there setting off fireworks. You kindling a fire on the Sabbath. So the Most High is going to judge you on that, okay? Okay, do you know this past Passover, right? Do you know how many of our people came to where I worked at my job? Came to where I worked at, asking for bagels and donuts. Motherfucker, it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You over here eating leavening? I was so mad I didn't even want to look at leavening. You know? So, hey, the Most High is going to, 2/3 of our people is going to be judged. Everybody's got to sit before the judgment seat of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai while they had yet liberty. Okay? And when as yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Right. Therefore, the same must know it after death by pain. I don't need to break that down. So Lord's will, this video was edifying to you, brothers, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. You know, this was a follow-up to the video. Jacob's Trouble Will Not Be Peaches and Cream. Video done by Atazawam Gabar. And also uploaded by the South Carolina brother. This is the year 2020, the year of prophecy. Kwam Yasha Allah is on to the next one. Shalom.